FEI ICONS looks back at some of the greatest equestrian achievements from the sport's most iconic events, athletes and horses of the 20th and 21st century. In this special edition, we go back to September 2018, when the USA hosted the 8th FEI World Equestrian Games at the Tryon International Equestrian Center in Mill Spring, North Carolina. The FEI disciplines, jumping, dressage and para-dressage, eventing, driving, endurance, vaulting and reining, have been coming together since 1990 to create the greatest equine show on earth. For 2 weeks, the world's very best equestrian combinations came together in the ultimate show of horsepower in search of a world championship title.
I think as a rider, competing at WEG is one of the ultimate goals of your career. For me, it's as important on the sporting calendar as the Olympic Games. I think it carries the same prestige, it's the same level of competition, and it's an accomplishment that every rider dreams of.
Everyone wants to go to the World Equestrian Games because there's no bigger, no better, no more important competition in our sport.
I was lucky enough to ride a few of them, and very lucky to also win one of them, of course.
The WEG means to me is the best, the most important and prestigious show that we have in the equine discipline as a reining.
There's nothing better than when you ride in and there's a huge stadium, you know, masses of people cheering you on. It gives you such an incredible feeling.
It's incredible, and to represent your country with your best friend, the horse, it's the best feeling.
The World Equestrian Games are the highlight of anybody's career, and I think this will be my 5th World Equestrian Games. I'm super fired up about that.
Held every 4 years in the middle of the Olympic cycle, the Games are one of the biggest events on the global sporting calendar, showcasing 8 equestrian world championships. Our journey starts 1 week prior to the Games, as the largest airlift of horses ever undertaken in the history of horse sport began at Liège Airport, where the European horses had gathered. This was flight EK9387 and its precious cargo, the first horses from a total of 550 that would be shipped for the biggest sporting event on US soil that year.
We've got 67 horses on this flight, consisting of endurance and reining. This is the first of 10 operations. We've got a total of just about 500 horses going from Liège to Tryon. So it's quite a logistical undertaking. Generally, you try to have 2 of our own pedant professional grooms on there, and they're very experienced in flights. They're flying all the time with horses, so they know how the aircraft operates, how horses travel. And then we've got some selected NF or National Federation grooms that go, and also some Federation vets. So there's always a vet on the flight, but it's very much a team spirit when we're flying. The competition doesn't start until they get to the venue.
Working alongside the Dutter Corp, Pedant Bloodstock had coordinated the highly complex logistics of a total of 23 flights from 6 of the world's 7 continents into the US. The freight carried from Europe alone, not including the horses themselves, totaled 123,500 tons of equipment, ranging from saddles, bridles, rugs and grooming kits, wheelbarrows and horseshoes, as well as 51,000 kilos of feed, in-flight snacks and 20 litres of water per horse.
We expect our flight time from Liège to Greenville to be about 9 hours and 20 minutes today. Emirates regularly carries horses on our freighter flights, and we take good care to ensure the comfort of our precious cargo on board during the flight. From a technical point of view, there isn't any significant changes. However, during the flight, we carry additional personnel to look after the horses. It's an honor and a pleasure to be part of this experience.
Good one.
Once on US soil, the horses were transferred directly onto trucks for the 50-mile journey, crossing over the state line into North Carolina and into Tryon. One week later, these equine athletes were on the biggest stage at the FEI World Equestrian Games 2018. Taking a central role, some of equestrian sport's most famous names carried their country's flags during the traditional parade that highlighted the opening of the Games at a packed US Trust Stadium in front of a crowd of athletes, grooms and spectators. A total of 349 athletes from 54 nations were chasing down the first week medals in endurance, eventing, reining and dressage. The opening event was the endurance, and after the championship had to be cancelled midway through the race due to the extreme and adverse weather conditions caused by Hurricane Florence, all eyes turned to the dressage championship that was in full flow on the all-weather surface of the US Trust Arena. Consisting of 3 separate competitions, the team event, the Grand Prix Special and the Grand Prix Freestyle, a total of 9 medals were up for grabs. And the team championship didn't disappoint when the favourites Germany claimed the gold for the 12th time, extending their record for the most medals, 23 in total, at the World Equestrian Games. The USA took the silver and Great Britain the bronze.
It's a dream coming true, and being part of this amazing team is emotional, it's perfect, it's fantastic.
I knew I had to deliver something really amazing, and yeah, my horse was terrific, and together with my teammates, we ended up silver.
We couldn't be more delighted. Really, really, really happy, because this is this has put us back on the map again. Of course, another championship to take a medal without the Great Allegro with these new up-and-coming horses is just a fantastic achievement for all of us, really.
The Grand Prix was also the qualifier for the individual, and it was the top 30 riders that went through to the Grand Prix Special on the 3rd day of Tryon 2018. Isabelle Werth reigned supreme yet again, winning the Grand Prix Special for a 3rd time, adding another gold medal to her amazing collection in what is just the most iconic sporting career.
This horse is so outstanding with everything, and she's full of energy and power and elasticity, and today I think it was just wonderful. And I'm so happy and proud about her, that how she performed here and how she showed herself and presented herself. It's unbelievable.
Laura Graves provided Team USA with a 2nd silver medal, and Charlotte Dujardin with the stunning 9-year-old mare Mount St. John Freestyle took the bronze. The top 15 riders were due to compete in the Grand Prix Freestyle, but after more heavy rain and high winds from Hurricane Florence were forecast to hit the venue, the freestyle was unable to take place. A total of 64 horse and rider combinations from 20 countries battled it out for the team and individual reigning titles. With North America dominating the reigning championship since joining the WEG back in 1994, it was no surprise that the USA took their 5th consecutive team title, with Cade McCutcheon leading the charge on custom-made gum.
My first turn was really good, that's his good way, and he did it good. The second turn was as good as I could have asked for. Then circling was a lot of fun. He was as locked in as he's ever been when I went to run fast, and he was as good as he could have been for me, as good as I could have asked. The highest I've ever marked personally is a 224.5. Coming here on the biggest stage, mark 229, I didn't think I was going to do it.
However, in the individual, McCutcheon could not hold off the challenge from the FEI European champion Bernard Fonck, and what a wave. The Belgian claimed a historic win, the first European ever to leave the Games with a reigning gold medal.
He was just there for me like he is always. He's a European champion 3 times, he's world champion. I need to say thank you to my wife because she's my big support. I need to say thank you to the federation because they bring us here. I need to say thank you to my chef d'équipe. I need to say thank you to my owners. I don't know to who I ought to say thank you, but I'm really, 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 really happy.
The eventing was coming to its conclusion after 83 riders from 23 countries had set off on their 4-day quest for the world title. In the cross-country, it was Great Britain and Germany battling for gold. Ingrid Klimke and Rosalind Kanter going head-to-head until the last phase.
Now, Ros Kanter. 1.3 only. It's going to come down to the show jumping for the world title. Ingrid Klimke is on the home road. Bang on the time. Unbelievable. That is magnificent. As now Ros Kanter, her second senior cap only for Britain. All-Star B just runs up to the Carolina Turtles. And for a Dutch horse, he's got so much gallop as well. Ros Kanter just comes home easily inside the time. That's one of the best rounds of the day.
By the final day, Team Germany had slipped out of the medals, but two great show jumping rounds from Great Britain's Rosalind Kanter and All-Star B had sealed team gold for the Brits and had thrown the pressure onto Klimke for the individual. Klimke came down the final line. Just one fence stood between them and the world title. But it wasn't to be, and the gold medal went to Kanter in an iconic moment on the world stage.
Two gold medals. Did you really expect that before the event?
No, but I think we were aiming for it. It's always been our aim to do the best we can, and if that was to win a gold medal, then that was great. And we certainly put in a fantastic team performance. Every single one of us deserves this. So yeah, thank you very much.
Silver medals went to the Irish and the French the bronze. Just off the podium was Japan, and with the help of Kazuma Tomoto, the team placed an impressive 4th overall. A dream championship debut for Tomoto and his teammates, with an eye on Tokyo 2021.
I'm proud of my teammate. We have many good event riders, so this is preparation for Olympics Games, so we have to improve more, but we can do it.
With more medals up for grabs in the second week of the Games, could the daring Australian Boyd Excel secure his 5th World Championship title? Would the British domination of the para-dressage be broken? And could the 2014 jumping champions the Netherlands win gold once again? Week 2 of the FEI World Equestrian Games 2018, and the vaulting was in full flow. With medals on offer in male and female individual, squads and pas de deux, a massive 142 athletes from 17 nations contested the medals over 4 days. And in a vibrant first night in Tryon at the Christie's International Real Estate Arena, the inaugural Nations Team Championship took place. 9 nations had lined up in this groundbreaking competition. And it was Team Germany, comprised of Christina Bow, Yannick Hyland and the German squad, who collectively excelled, posting breathtaking scores to take top honours, winning gold in the first ever Vaulting Nations Team Championship.
It means the world for us, because this is the first time we have a Nations Cup at World Equestrian Games, so this is history for us. We are the first team to be honored to do this, to win this, and for us it's special because we like each other a lot, we're close friends, so having the opportunity to come together and work as a team is fabulous.
In the pas de deux freestyle, it was an iconic moment for Italy, as pioneers Silvia Stoppazzini and Lorenzo Lupacini took the title in the highly competitive, action-packed class. They entered the history books as the first Italian vaulters to win a gold medal at the Games.
It's really a beautiful emotion. We didn't expect that we won these equestrian games, so we are really, really happy.
With one gold medal round her neck, Germany's Christina Boe was in the frame for the individual World Championship title in the freestyle.
Of course there's pressure, and I'm in a different situation than I was last year. I can feel that, but for me, by now it's positive. So I like the challenge. That pushes me, that brings me further, I think. So it's pressure, yes, but in a good way.
A European champion bidding to take the world title here as well. Powerful confident starts.
Utter commitment throughout to the theme.
That's a risky move. Could so easily slip off there.
Such a difficult backward split jump into the dismount. Phenomenal from Christina Boe. What a performer. She just has such beautiful storytelling throughout, and she had to fight hard for that freestyle. Just brilliant.
I can't even put that into words. It feels fantastic. I had a good feeling in the preparation. We had 3 hard rounds before, so I just set as my goal to say I want to do one harmonic round, one round which makes fun, where I feel the music, where I feel the atmosphere of this beautiful freestyle.
In the male championship, French star Lambert Leclésio dominated the freestyle, as his execution, artistic impression and utter control meant he was in a league of his own.
It's very difficult at the moment, I think, to put words on what we did. I'm very, very happy. It's a very long work. It's been more than a year. It's been 4 years since the last World Equestrian Game, and I take the occasion to thank everyone. My langer here and the horse, because it was his last competition, and he really deserved to finish on this, because he's just on top of the game, and he's just allowed me to win this competition.
The squad championship was a perfect conclusion to an amazing week, with Germany once again taking gold, with a freestyle laced with big lifts and eye-catching dismounts, a stunning finale. In the Tryon Stadium, it was the turn of the para-dressage, with medals on offer in the individual, team and freestyle, a total of 63 athletes from 23 countries lined out. In the Grade 2 competition, Stina Kastrup of Denmark, a 2-time Paralympic bronze medalist, captured her first world title.
I'm happy, I'm still in shock, I believe. Wow, we worked hard for this and it really paid off.
Rikst van der Horst of the Netherlands took the Grade 3 gold, finishing ahead of 2016 Paralympic champion Natasha Baker. Attention then turned to the team event. The British were unbeaten at World and European Championships and at the Paralympic Games, but it was the Netherlands that stole the show in a highly contested event with a historic win.
The 4 of us have been doing really, really good the past years, and you can still see us growing, and today and yesterday we just rode with our hearts in our throat, and it came out, and we got the marks. And team spirit is really good. Horses are happy athletes, and I think that all comes together in this competition.
Earlier in the week, Rebecca Hart created history as she became the first rider from the USA to win a para-dressage medal at the World Equestrian Games, taking the bronze in the Grade 3 individual. She went on to take an historic silver in the freestyle behind Rikst van der Horst, who rounded up her week with a 3rd gold medal. The Netherlands continued their winning streak as Sanne Voets came home with triple gold in the Grade 4. Britain's Sophie Wells won double gold in Grade 5, and Italy's Sara Morganti finished the week with double gold in Grade 1. In the US Trust Arena, 125 riders from 49 countries had battled it out for the medals, and the team jumping championship provided another iconic moment at the Games, with a jump-off for gold between Sweden and the USA.
Hedda Fredriksson, European champion, H&M Christian K.
Must jump clean. Good shot, good shot.
Race to the last. It's got to be
Quick,
clear.
he's quick. Will he make it?
And he flies it!
Clean round.
34.43. He's clear. That's 3 clears from Sweden. McLean Ward for the United States. Clinter. Target. Jump clear. Quicker than 34.64.
Oh, wow. This is fast.
It needs to be.
1 to go.
1 to go.
And he's on the time.
34.64. If he clears this.
Yes!
They've got gold.
Yes! McLean did it! Yes, fantastic!
United States
Brilliant.
of America take team gold for the very first time at the FEI World Equestrian Games.
Well, it's an indescribable feeling. As I said before, this is an army behind us. Our chef to keep, Robert, my 4 team members, these horses, all of the staff for many years. This is years and lifetimes in the making, all of our owners. And to be able to do it on our home turf and make our own country proud, it's just a phenomenal day.
On the final day of the Games, the headline act was the Individual Jumping Championship, and the crowds in the US Trust Arena witnessed yet more WEG history. An iconic performance from Germany's Simone Blum on DSP Alice, 3 days of jumping and not a fence down, as they cruised to victory to become the first female athlete to win the individual jumping title at the FEI World Equestrian Games.
Now, she knows that the time is tight, but she also knows that she has got time penalties to play with. Martin Fuchs in gold medal position at the moment, 6.68.
You could hear a pin drop in here.
This mare has just been magnificent, magnificent. The only combination of athletes to be completely clear through these games in the FEI jumping.
2 to go. 1 to go.
She's done it! She's done it for Germany! Simone Blum takes gold here in Tryon. The 2018 individual gold medals in the FEI jumping.
I cannot believe it. I don't know, Alice was jumping so amazing. The 5th round in a row, clear, and yes, it was my day. I'm so happy. I'm grateful for this horse. She was fighting for me, and yes, I cannot wish more today. I cannot believe it.
Silver and bronze went to Swiss duo Martin Fuchs and Steve Gerdat, claiming Switzerland's first individual jumping medals at the WEG. The last championship of the Games was the driving, and Australia's Boyd Excel remained in a league of his own, securing a 3rd successive individual WEG gold medal, despite the valiant efforts of crowd favourite Chester Webber, who showed icy composure to take the individual silver. No one was able to rival Excel from the moment he entered the dressage arena on day 1.
I had a great dressage, but there's a couple of things I wanted to improve. Cross country, a couple of things I wanted to improve. Cairns I was pleased with because we didn't let the pressure get to me. I stayed close to the time on the whole way round. So whatever I'm enjoying training my horses, and for me the icing on the cake is just seeing the competition results.
However, much to the delight of the home crowd, the USA with Chester Webber took the team gold, a fitting end for the host nation at what was an amazing 8th edition of the FEI World Equestrian Games.
I had zero expectation of winning team gold when we came here. The Dutch team had been so strong, but we had a bit of a perfect storm. It was really hot conditions. Frankly, America is a little hotter than Europe right now, and I think our horses showed up and were really well prepared, and couldn't be happier with the whole U.S. organization, the USET Foundation, U.S. Equestrian Federation, all my sponsors, Jane Clark, everybody. They just did a fantastic job.
The Games in Tryon were truly iconic, achievements that will last a lifetime, From the beauty and grace of the dressage to the power and precision of the jumping, the FEI World Equestrian Games Tryon 2018 had it all. Join us again soon when we will be reliving more iconic moments from some of the most epic FEI Nations Cup jumping wins and a look back at some of the most iconic horses of the 20th and 21st century. From all of the team, it's goodbye for now.